Subir and bajar are two very common verbs in Spanish. They mean basically to go up and to go down. But English complicates this matter quite a bit. In Spanish, we use them for various things, which we're going to talk about today. We have subir o bajar el volumen, which is to turn up or turn down the volume of music or something similar to that. We have subir o bajar los precios, which is to raise or lower the prices. We have subir o bajar las escaleras, which is to go upstairs or go downstairs. We talk about subir and bajar in a building, even if we don't mention, whether we're using the stairs or the elevator or whatever. Subir is to go up, bajar is to go down. We also have subirse al tren, bajarse del tren. Subirse is to get on the train, bajarse is to get off the train. Once again, it's a step up for subir and a step down for bajar. Hey everybody, welcome back. I am Daniel Welsh, and this is Learn Spanish with Daniel, coming to you from beautiful Barcelona. Shout out today to Isidro. Isidro has donated multiple times to this channel. He likes my language videos a lot. Isidro is in California, and he was actually the first person ever to donate to this cause. So I appreciate it, Isidro. You can donate as well. Go to expatmadrid.com/donate, or I'll put a link right down here and you can donate. Anything from 10 euros on up to however much you want is great. Helps me to do this more. I do this for free. I do not at this point have anything to sell you. So if you donate, it helps me out a lot. Thank you, Isidro. Let's talk about subir and bajar in Spanish. Subir and bajar are both regular verbs, which makes it a little bit easier. I'm going to give you some examples of conjugated verbs here. So you're going to have to, just trust me on the verb tenses or find some videos about verb tenses somewhere else. I don't have anything really about that yet. But let's start with subir el precio. This is to raise the price. El casero me ha subido el alquiler. This is a common event these days. El casero me ha subido el alquiler. The landlord has raised my rent, is what that means. Me ha subido is a present perfect type tense. Long story. El casero me ha subido el alquiler. Casero is the person who owns your house. The landlord. If we're talking about a woman, it would be la casera. We could also say, la tienda ha bajado el precio del aceite. The shop has lowered the price of oil. La tienda ha bajado el precio del aceite. A couple years ago, the prices of olive oil were going up dramatically, so we were all talking about it. These verb conjugations, ha subido, ha bajado, is the verb haber plus the past participle. That's the verb tense. We'll talk about it another time. Next up, we have ¿Podrías bajar la tele? This is asking about lowering the volume. ¿Podrías bajar la tele? I'm asking you to lower the volume on the television. Next we have subí el volumen para escuchar la canción. I turned up the volume to listen to the song. Subí el volumen para escuchar la canción. So in the first sentence there, podrías is to ask somebody if they can or will do something. Podrías bajar la tele, podrías bajar el volumen. You're asking them to do it. Could you, would you, will you? We can do this in a lot of ways in English. After that, subí el volumen. Subí is the past simple, basically, of the verb subir. Subí el volumen. I turned up the volume. Next, we have subir y bajar las escaleras. These sentences that I am going to read here don't actually mention the stairs specifically, but we can understand that I, used stairs or an elevator or something. Entré en el edificio y subí a la quinta planta. I went into the building and I went up to the 5th floor. In English, we use all these phrasal verbs like turn up, turn down, go up, go down, and things like that. Put up and put down for the price, maybe if you're if you're British. We call these phrasal verbs, and you probably don't even know you're using them. They're difficult for Spanish people to learn because in Spanish you use, these verbs like subir and bajar for a lot of different things. So, entré en el edificio y subí a la quinta planta. I went into the building and I went up to the 5th floor. In English, you might say I walked into the building. I entered the building. Entré en el edificio is that part. Subí a la quinta planta. Well, we don't know if you used an elevator, an escalator, or the stairs in this case. It's probably not important. That's not what the story is about. An example of bajar. Voy a bajar la basura. I'm going to take down the garbage. Voy a bajar la basura. This is how I would say it because we are living in a, building with many floors, and I would say bajar la basura instead of sacar la basura because I have to take it down several floors. I'm not just taking it outside. I learned sacar la basura, in Spanish class in high school, but that sounds better if you're living in sort of a one-story building. Voy a bajar la basura. I'm going to take out the garbage, but mostly I'm referring to taking it down several floors to street level. I could also say, voy a bajar las maletas. I have my suitcases, my wife's suitcases, in a closet that's like above eye level. So if we're going somewhere, I would say, voy a bajar las maletas. I'm going to take down the suitcases, so we can pack them, basically. So in these cases, bajar is literally to move myself or something else downward. Subir is to move myself or something else upward. Finally, we have subirse al tren, subirse al autobús. This is to get on the train, to get on the bus. Subí al tren en el aeropuerto y bajé en el centro. I got on the train at the airport and I got off in the center. I got off downtown. Subí al tren en el aeropuerto y bajé en el centro. So that is the conjugated past simple verb again. Subí is the past of subir. Bajé is the past of bajar. Long story, but these are regular verbs, so there's no big surprises there. Finally, an example in third person. Se bajó del autobús y se fue al trabajo. This is he or she got off the bus and went to work. In Spanish, you don't necessarily use the subject pronoun. So I guess we've previously established who we're talking about here because the gender in this sentence is not clear at all. Se bajó del autobús y se fue al trabajo. This could be about, my friend Emilia. Emilia se bajó del autobús y se fue al trabajo. No problem. Se fue is went, talking about the past of the verb ir. I think I have a video about ir somewhere. Ir is an irregular verb, and it's complicated, but it's worth dealing with. Se fue is she went, or he went. In English, we also have, a very simple conjugation. I went, you went, he went, she went, we went, they went. No problem. In Spanish, yo fui, tú fuiste, él fue, nosotros fuimos, vosotros fuisteis, ellos y ellas fueron. It's a longer story there. Anyway, I just wanted to make this video as a thank you to Isidro because I hadn't made a Spanish language video in a long time. I wanted to make something a little bit short, but there's always so much stuff I could talk about if I wanted to go into depth here. I'll do some verb conjugations at some point, and we'll also talk about hacer. I made a long list of things you can say with the verb hacer, and that's a completely different story. We'll talk about it another time. Thank you, Isidro. Head over to expatmadrid.com/donate to donate to this cause. expatmadrid.com/donate is the donation page. I appreciate it. You can also like and subscribe to this channel. You can share these videos with your friends who are learning Spanish. You can do any number of things to support. You could leave me a comment down below with a question for a future video. whatever works for you. I appreciate it all. Thank you very much from beautiful Barcelona. Talk to you soon. Bye.